In an unusual move, Major League Soccer has fined Vancouver Whitecaps coach Marc Dos Santos for calling the league a little amateur. Precisely what he had to say was regarding the length of the winter break. I'm telling you, 3 months and a half of a break in a soccer season is Mickey Mouse. It's amateur. It doesn't happen in the world or the rest of the world. What do you think? I guess, first of all, of his comments.
Well, I think, first of all, the first thing that came to my mind was common sense. The climate. It's impossible. You can't play year-round in this country.
Especially in Vancouver.
Well, especially in Vancouver. And if anybody should be glad that the season came to an end, it was him, considering they were last in their conference and second last overall. So if I'm him, I'm glad there's such a break because it means that last season's over. I mean, I'm glad MLS fined him because his comments are completely and utterly ridiculous. And I'm trying to figure out why he would come out with these comments.
It's interesting that the league has taken the decision to fine him because obviously if it happened somewhere else in the world, it wouldn't quite come into the realms of, well, this is sort of bringing the game into disrepute. The leagues would sort of have a thicker skin, but Major League Soccer clearly feels that he crossed a line in using those words.
No, I think the MLS are absolutely 100% correct. And you can say that maybe elsewhere the leagues are a little thicker skinned, but this is absolutely 100%, in my opinion, out of line. You know, he should know, if he's been following MLS over the past years, he should know that the league have been trying to look into a way of having a longer season and trying to play a lot longer than they actually can. MLS have been talking about this for years, so it's a bit of a slap in the face for them. They don't want to have such a long break either. And I'll tell you what to do then. Get your players, if the Players Association will allow you, keep your players for another 2 months and let them train indoors or do something like that. So don't complain then. It's in your hands. Go and ask the Players Union if you're allowed to make the players train for longer and then keep training them then.
What would be the ideal amount of break for you, considering the parameters of Major League Soccer and the geography of the country and how the teams are set up in conferences? What would be ideal for you, do you think?
I think 6 weeks would be ideal for me. If somebody said to me, what would you like? I said, you know, I would take 6 weeks. And I don't think players in the top leagues get 6 weeks. Certainly not with international competitions that are going on. But I think six weeks is perfect.
Okay.
But to complain about 3.5 months when the league can't do anything about it, again, I think his comments are nonsense. And as I said, at the end of the day, he should have been glad the season was over, the way his team performed.
Okay, so hopefully going forward there'll be a bit more understanding on both sides. But at the moment, Stevie says, it's Major League Soccer's prerogative and he's in their camp.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.